Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news-making headlines today. The 106-day war between the United States and Iran is officially over following the finalization of the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding. President Donald Trump announced an end to hostilities on social media on Sunday, Washington time, and authorized an immediate end to the U.S. naval blockade and a toll-free reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. The official signing ceremony will take place on Friday in Geneva, Switzerland. U.S. defense officials said that clearing naval assets and active mines from the waterway will delay the full restoration of maritime traffic by up to 30 days. Meanwhile, Iran's semi-official Mehr news agency released an unconfirmed 14-point draft demanding a $300 billion U.S.-led reconstruction plan and the immediate release of frozen funds. Washington has not verified these specific conditions. Following the breakthrough agreement between Washington and Tehran, the Korean government is expected to focus its diplomatic efforts on ensuring the safe passage of Korean vessels stranded in the Strait of Hormuz, as it remains unclear whether the strategic waterway will immediately return to normal operations. The government said on Monday that officials are cautiously monitoring the situation. According to the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries, a total of 24 South Korean vessels and 137 Korean crew members currently remain in the Strait of Hormuz. The government has continued reviewing participation in international security initiatives, including the U.S. proposed Maritime Freedom Construct, or a separate multinational mission led by France and Britain. Korean stocks jumped on Monday as investors welcomed news of a ceasefire agreement between the United States and Iran. The benchmark Kospi closed 5.2% higher at 8,545.98. The index jumped more than 5% shortly after the opening bell, triggering a buy-side sidecar. The secondary Kosdaq also finished slightly higher, gaining 0.48%. Such advances were fueled by improved investor sentiment following the Washington-Tehran deal. The $1 exchange rate closed at 1,511.11, down 8.71 from the previous session. Over in Rome, President Lee Jae-myung met with Pope Leo at the Holy See on Monday. He also held talks with Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Vatican Secretary of State, before attending a luncheon with the Korean community in Italy. The day before, President Lee attended a special Mass for Peace and Solidarity at the Basilica of St. Paul. In a special speech, he said the South Korean government will continue its efforts to prevent accidental clashes between the two Koreas and restore military trust. Reiterating the suspension of the propaganda loudspeaker campaign against North Korea, Lee once again made it clear that he does not seek reunification by absorption. Korea will host a culture expo in Paris this week aimed at boosting exports of Korean content, food, beauty products, fashion, and tourism, according to officials on Monday. The K-Expo France 2026 runs from Tuesday through Friday as part of events marking the 140th anniversary of diplomatic ties between the two countries. The event will feature Korean consumer products, AI, and immersive content technologies from major companies. There will also be themed zones showcasing K-food, tourism, cosmetics, and cultural content. A K-pop concert on Wednesday will headline the celebrations, featuring artists including Taemin, Monsta X, NCT Wish, and Hearts to Hearts. Culture Minister Chu Hyung will also visit Paris for meetings with French cultural officials and arts leaders to discuss bilateral issues. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.